When I started taking Biogenesis, that just ceased happening. I just stopped getting sick, and I honestly can't remember the last time I had a cold.
My hands loosened up, my signature completely changed.
Yeah, I've been taking Biogenesis since 2010, and what it did for me was help out with recovery.
Biogenesis works very subtly. It's like you start taking it, and within a few weeks, suddenly that pain that you were experiencing is gone. At least that's what I experienced. And if I go off of it for a little while, that kind of dull, achy pain starts to come back.
So, Biogenesis is made up of a wonderful mixture of components that help to feed your cells in such a positive manner. And all of those stressors of life, those reactive oxygen species, and all the things that kind of affect your cells negatively, Biogenesis gives you things to combat that.
Inflammation that I had before in my knees and my feet, like plantar fasciitis, went away.
And I definitely noticed the beginning of the week versus the end of the week, I still had grind in me, I still had fight in me.
But now I'm skiing. My daughter's 30, so we ski together.
And I saw that in the trainings I can perform much better as if I had more oxygen, I don't know. But I feel really like I have a special power.
And I, like I said, I never lived with limits in my life until I had the Lyme disease. And now I live with no limits again because I have Biogenesis.
I was 184. I'm now 170. I train 3-4 times a week. I do insanity classes, kickbox classes. I do all the XP stuff, and I don't hurt.
And when I start taking Biogenesis, I see a difference in my training. I can recover much faster. That's number one. And I can last a lot longer and faster.
Because other days I feel like I get hit by a truck, but when I realize when I'm on the product, I'm like, wow, I still feel good, and I can keep on lifting and do that extra session.
I noticed on the airplane I didn't use my support hose, and I was able to go on a full flight for the first time in about 10 years without inflammation.
There's been times where I've gone a few days without taking it. By like that 4th day, if I haven't taken it, I'm in pain.
Then a friend introduced me to Biogenesis, and I started taking it, and immediately the inflammation went away, the pain went away, the ice baths after training went away.
All of a sudden I realized that my hands didn't hurt anymore from my arthritis, my knees hurt less, my shoulders hurt less, I was sleeping great.
When we started taking Biogenesis, I found that the soreness, in the next day, the recovery period, everything was lessened, everything was minimized. I can train harder and longer and recover faster and get up the next day and do it all over again.
I would say 90% of the products pushed on me, I just didn't feel a difference, right? Well, the moment we started taking Biogenesis and the closer it got where it was less pills and more concentrated, I stopped feeling that fatigue. I stopped feeling like I was going to get injured because I was pushing myself through, and I stopped getting sick.
And everyone was going, what are you on? What are you taking? Because I want some.
And I said, you know what, I'm going to try this and see what happens. So I started taking the product, and I weaned myself off that anti-inflammatory drug, and I was really looking forward to seeing how my knee was going to feel not taking that drug. And lo and behold, after taking the product, getting off the drug, my knee feels as great as it did when I was taking the drug, which is awesome, because if you can get yourself off any type of anti-inflammatory, any kind of opiate, any type of drug whatsoever, that is the way to go.
Like after a month of taking it, I was like, wow, I don't really need any of this other stuff, Okay, I'll have the odd protein shake every now and again, but it's like, right, I need to stick a routine. Biogenesis, this stuff works.